Telling someone to touch grass is growing increasingly popular in recent years, tracing its lineage back to earlier insults such as go outside and get a life. The phrase itself is a shorthand of a shorthand of a shorthand. The command is used to point out how much of a loser its target is. It's implied that the target wastes so much of their time inside that they've never even experienced nature's splendor, laid eyes on a midday sky, or felt the earth beneath their feet, things that go together with touching grass. Now, as somebody who gives a shit about what Super Smash Bros. Fighters they add, I have been told to touch grass a plethora of times, which has led me to realize that really this whole line of argument is, at its core, a flawed one. It seems more to me that the sedentary lifestyle of someone who never touches grass stems less from the touching of the grass itself, and more from the underlying motivations that have led them to never touch this grass in the first place. So what even is the intended outcome of instructing someone to touch grass? What is expected to happen after the grass is touched? Some revelation, some epiphany, some ascension to a higher plane of being? It's unknown, and for that reason I have decided to subject myself to the experience of grass touching, for the first time in many years for me, in order to provide a detailed review of the experience.
This is it, folks. I'm finally gonna go outside. The only thing standing between me and the natural wonders of the world is a single door. This is a staggering milestone. In mere moments, I'll finally be outside, feeling the cool breeze upon my flesh, the natural sunlight beating down upon me. Before then, though, here's my garage. Alright, so as you can see, I've got some synthetic grass here. Obviously, going outside, just straight outside at this stage would be a little bit too much to handle, so this is sort of a practice thing. Now, if I just go ahead and touch one of the blades of grass here, yeah, it feels very plasticky. I understand the real thing won't be like this. Even if I touch the grass very thoroughly, just rub my whole hand in there, I'm still not noticing a significant difference at all. I still know what the word boy preggers means, and I was kind of hoping that this would just sort of erase the term from my memory entirely, so this has really accomplished very little for me. Giving a rating, I'd say synthetic grass is about a 3.365, but I do feel a bit more confident with the procedure now that I've had a little bit of practice, just to up my tolerance a bit. Alright folks, I've gone outside, I've taken the plunge, so I'm much more prepared now to touch grass. As you can see, I found a nice spot in this ominous heathen woodland with some grass here that I can touch. We've got a few different kinds here for the for variety. Here we go. This is a video proof that I have in fact touched grass before, and I'm continuing to touch grass. That's very nice grass, very good grass, very green grass. It's very dirty. It's growing out of the dirt actually, which is why it's dirty. It's very filthy. Now, this is fascinating because as I continue to touch this grass, I can actually feel my interest in politics beginning to wane. It's dwindling rapidly. I no longer really care about any of that. I no longer care whether Gino is added to Smash or not. I'm just completely indifferent on that front. I can go either way. Sora too, or Waluigi, I just don't care anymore. So, it really does work.
In terms of rating grass touching, I would consider a very positive experience. It really does put things into perspective, but unfortunately that's all shattered the moment you open Twitter, so I can't recommend it as anything other than a temporary high. Out of 10, I give it a 9.6. Anyway, leave a comment with what you want to see on a different episode of the Everything Review, and I will ignore it.